Here's what we should do for the dragon. Go like this, one, exactly like we do with the frog, right? So down and up. So inhale down, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
No. Inhale up, exhale down. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, you going up, you be on your toes. Inhale. Good. Inhale. Good. Spring up, inhale. And you look at my eyes. Can you do that? Cái đầu lên chút xíu nha. Vẫn cái đầu lên đó ba. Okay, that's good enough. Now, let's try to see the difference between you are on your toes and you are on your feet. What's the difference? Okay, what's the difference? Let's do with the feet on the ground. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Now, let's do with your toes. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Now tell me the difference. Huh? Faster? Momentum? Push up? What about the other? What's the other thing? More deep breathing? I can do deep breathing like this. You really breathe in, very good. Okay, what else is different?
Stronger.
Huh?
Stronger.
You feel stronger, just bring up stronger, very good. Huh? Cái gì đây ạ? Cái gì đây? Cái này nó hơi to đấy nha, cái này nó hơi to đấy, tận nhỏ. Nhỏ xíu xíu, hơi to lắm. Hello? Hello? Even a little smaller. It's good. Các bạn nghe được không? Okay, nghe được không? Hello, hello. Okay, go up one notch. Up one. Được chưa? Good. Good. You hear back there, Trang? No? Okay, louder. Okay, good, good. That's good. That's good again. What happened is, if you go like this, and you go like this, actually the biggest thing is the spine is straight. The spine is just moving up and down. You go like this, you are not sure about your spine. The spine can go back or forward, or go either way because you are not balancing. If you stand on your toes, you're not sure you're balanced. When you spring, you're not sure you're balanced. And your spine will not move up and down. You're not sure. Now we take a look and we can understand the dragon better. Here. And it is K, and you, I will draw your here, K. Wonderful. How do you look? So beautiful. All right. You have some teeth as well. All right. There are a few things that you want to learn about the system here in order to have a perfect way to analyze your movement. The first thing is understand the 2 feet. The point when you join the 2 feet here, this line here, we call the baseline. Okay? For the Vietnamese, we call that đường nền. Đường nền is strictly người Bắc gọi là đường nền đấy. mà người Trung gọi là đường bộ, đường nền, hoặc là đường nền. Okay. The second line is really important here. Is go through his head here, go all the way down here, and this line here we call the center line. Cái này thì bác Kỳ gọi là đường giữa đấy. Đường dung dịch phải, hiển dung dịch phải không? Đường giữa là gì đấy? Dung dịch này. Đường giữa. Okay. Now this guy here is a little weird. I gotta do a little bit different here. I have to put some kind of symmetry, and we make the guys here have not sorry, right here. So in this case here, this is what we call the shoulder line. Cái này mình gọi là đường vai ạ. Because of waist line. Alright? So these lines are critical when you practice integral Tai Chi. You have to remember those lines. And we have a couple of few things to understand it. It's a very simple thing. To analyze your movement, your own movement. When you do, you want to understand your own movement. And it's a very simple thing. The center line had to be going straight, connect heaven and earth. So you wouldn't want the center line go this way or go that way. You want it to go straight, okay? So you want a straight line. The shoulder line, you want it to be even. Horizontally even. Center the waistline, okay? Now, some people, spine is a little crooked, little, not too much. See here, but the spine will go like this. But some people are really crooked. Okay, some people are really crooked. They're not straight. You go like this. So it's not something that you know that. Now, if you sleep on one side all the time, sometimes you really feel that your neck is crooked. So sometimes the crooked part is the neck. And people go like this. How are you? I'm fine. What do you do? So this is a crooked part of that spine. So you need to make sure that you do have a straight spine. Now, that means that you want to sit straight and the head standing straight. Now, the other way, if you look at the profile, sometimes we don't stand very straight. We stand like this. How are you, ma'am? Okay. And sometimes you walk like this. I'm not telling anyone. But the problem is, when you do like this, you know what happens? The center line, it doesn't connect heaven and earth. It connects somewhere to somewhere. It doesn't connect heaven and earth. So you make sure don't go like this. Okay, you gotta stand straight and make sure you stand with the chin in a way that is the neck here, stand and support your head. It's very interesting because the way you stand and the way you sit, and most of the time we relax and sit, but sometimes it really hurts our spine. In Tai Chi, you don't want to learn it only here. You want to learn it here, bring home. When you sit, try to sit with your back straight. Okay? Once in a while, you slack out, fine. But most of the time, try to sit with the back straight. And most of the time, what really make you less stress to keep your head in. You don't have the head go like hunch like this. It's very tiring. People say clutterness or clutter sound in your head. The sound you have, meaning you need to think all kind of confused thought, all kind of things going on all the time. Very simple, because it goes like this. Alexander technique is a very wonderful technique. It just helps you to change your posture, to sit and stand and move. That's all. It releases a huge amount of stress. So when you sit, you need to try to sit very straight, meaning the back straight, and most importantly, the position of your head over your neck. Okay? So that's how you de-stress That's how you de-stress. And that could be applied anywhere, any place, anytime. So you don't want to come here and practice and then go home and forget. You just want to keep whatever you learn from here back home. Now, the ways that we become very old, we get aging, very simple. We have so much stress, not mentally, not emotionally, but physically. So we don't know how to hold our body. You know, I have to learn, I have to relearn all the time, because I don't even know how to do it, say 5 years or 10 years ago. I have to practice, I have to learn myself, I have to retrain myself. In other words, we need to unlearn some bad habits about sitting, the way we sit, eat, drink, because we are put in a lot of stress. Now those stress happen because this line is not straight, and this line was not horizontally even. Same thing with the waistline. And you see sometimes people stand like this. Don't talk about kid. Huh? No, this is not a straight line. And the back is bending. And sometimes you talk to someone who is so imposing. Yes, Lord. Tell me what you want me to do, please tell me. It's really stressful. So we can't stand straight. But this is something that, especially Vietnamese, Asian, sometimes we feel inferior towards bigger size people. So you should not try to be inferior. You should stand straight. Okay, especially người ngắn thế giới. Các cô mà ngắn là thế mà ai khác hơn thôi. The way that, and that's one thing that I don't know if you realize it. If you look at the people standing, sometimes they stand like this. You know that? Stand like this, or like this. You know, those are the things that make all these lines crooked. And one of the bad things, the very bad thing, and I have to ask you to apologize, to forgive me, is the people who are standing on high heel. And that's very difficult for the back. Very difficult for the back. So if you don't need to prove that you are a little high, you shouldn't need any high heel. Okay? Should I? Don't go high heel, should I? Okay. Tức là thầy nói cái bài này nó không có gì của trơn, cái bài nó ngắn lắm, nhưng mà mấy cái này là mấy cái nó làm chết người nhất, bởi vì mấy cái đường mà nó không có thẳng. Đứng là thì phim đứng là nó nghiêng qua nghiêng về, cái là nó nghiêng qua nghiêng về. Ví dụ như cái đầu nó nặng lắm, thấy không? Có nhiều người cái đầu đứng, cái đầu lớn lắm. Đầu nó nặng, nó thành ra đó. Nên trong hợp đó mình làm sao cái lưng nó thẳng, cái này mấy cái đường này nó thẳng đó, cái xương, cái bộ xương nó quan trọng quá là mình không biết, là cho nên mình từ nó làm cho mình nó bị stress nhiều đó các bác. Thành ra đó thầy mất đúng nói cái chuyện này cho các bác nghe, bởi vì mình thường là không biết mấy cái vụ này nó đẹp lắm. Bây giờ thầy nhiều khi cái tật của thầy cũng có nhiều lắm, vì phải đứng thầy nói chuyện như vậy, vì em thấy cái người đó nó ngắn như thầy đó. Thế như sao bác? Tự nhiên là mình không muốn đứng như vậy. Nó có thể thấy vì đứng cao quá thì kia mình cảm thấy không mấy đó. Chụp hình như vậy, chụp hình nhiều khi đó, đứng cao quá không được. Cái đó là mấy bác biết là bởi vì nhiều khi đó cũng tội với người họ ngắn. Nhưng mà mình ngắn đó thì mình có sợ nó thẳng lên, đứng hai chân lên, và cái đứng mà cái chân nó cong có thể ưa lắm. Thấy nhiều người là đứng cong như là đứng quẹo con như rồi xong. Now there's only two things about those lines, only two things. In Lingo Tai Chi, to make it really simplified, easy to follow, we have only two things. One, we call transfigurating of these lines. The other one is called moving. So there's two things. One, we call moving lines. Two, we call transfigurating. Moving means the lines here, for example, I go like this here, okay? I go like this. This line is what we call moving because it's parallel to itself. It parallels to itself, okay? But transfigurating, when I do this, when I transfigurate, it doesn't no longer parallel to itself. So moving is when it parallels to itself. Can you understand that? Okay, so this is moving, okay, but it's paralleling. But only this line is transfigurating, sorry, this line is transfigurating. It's from standing straight here, this straight line, this is moving here, okay, moving into transfigurating. But this line here is always, either I go like this, it's still moving line because it parallels itself. When I do this, then I'm transfigurating it, okay? So this is how you analyze. The reason why we need to learn this because there's so many lines will be transfigurating in the dragon. Now, when you go like this, you are moving the line. You're moving the central line. When you do like this, not for sure you're transfigurating. I'm sorry, not for sure you're moving. When you do this, you maybe have bent your back. The spine has bent. The straight line now bent line. It's no longer straight. Because in order to be balanced, you need to keep your body in certain way. And to keep it in certain way, usually you bend yourself backward. Follow me? You go like this, it's straight line. But if you go like this, sometimes I have to arching my back a little bit so I can keep myself balanced. And therefore, transfigurating could happen. Now, this thing is so critical for you to understand because it's helping you when we say baseline, keep the baseline, and you know we keep the baseline. When we say the waistline has to be parallel or moving, you know that. For example, this is good. This is the waistline good. But if I go like this, you see here? Now, people don't see it, but you have to see it because the waistline is no longer go like this anymore. It goes like this. You see? It's already transfigurating, but people don't see it. But if you do it, you understand it. You make sure the line is not transfigurating. You understand? You follow me? Okay. That's very important. To learn this, now we go into the dragon, and we will learn how the dragon would be. Okay, let's stand up, right? Down and up. Now, this is the shoulder line, and how do I make it disappear? Here, I put my hand like this. Do you see my shoulder line anymore? Maybe just a little bit, okay? All right, okay, and going down, exhale, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, up. Very good. Now, you bend out a bit, exhale, and over here a little bit, over here a little bit. Keep your, now, the baseline is still the same. There's nothing changed with the baseline, but the waistline, shoulder line, and the center line all become bent. Okay, the transfigurating. Okay, keep bending until you bend to 90 degrees parallel to the ground. Okay, and down. Okay, put on the axis. Alright? Okay. If you are standing on the axis like this here, okay, what you like to know is you need to bend along this plane here. Okay, along this plane. You bend along this plane. Okay? Don't try to bend out of that plane. So this is the the east-west direction here. So you want to bend on this side, that side. So we break it down even a little bit further by first you bend it down, you go like this here. Okay, you bend a little bit here, you can bend a little bit there. Stand like this and bend. Okay, until it is just to make our spine become flexible enough to bend to 90 degrees, meaning like this. In 90 degrees, you need your head to be like this. All right? When you do that, can you bend this way? This way. All right? So let's do that. Let's try. Slowly, slowly walk yourself to it until it parallel. Okay? Now let me tell you, the implication is really interesting. The vertical line is what we call it is vertical line. We go the center line, right? In the body, go the center line. But in the direction of heaven and earth, last time, we call it the line of wisdom. Because it's connect heaven and earth. Okay, now, this line here, the horizontal line, we call them the line of compassion. Because it connects horizontally, connect all living beings. Alright, so this line here connects heaven and earth, boom, boom. Okay, this line here is what we call the line of compassion because it connects all living beings in a horizontal way. So when you are moving from this direction here, from this axis here, your head upward and moving into here, what you try to do is you are moving from wisdom to compassion. You are moving from wisdom to compassion. Okay? So it's one of the difficult exercises because you are open up to a complete different dimension. Instead of seeing things like this, okay? Look, I look at the clock. I see it like this way, but when I go down this way, I see the clock completely from different view. The view that is compassion and the view from wisdom. That's two different views. Okay? And by doing this, what happens to you is this: you are embracing both directions. You embrace the principle, the highest principle, and you embrace the principle that connect living beings. Okay? So when you are doing this, actually it's an exercise that is transforming you. It's transforming yourself. Because now you are forcing to embrace two very important degrees, wisdom and compassion. Bây giờ thì các bác cũng biết rằng cái con đường ở giữa đó là con đường nối liền thiên địa, con đường đó đó, cái chiều đó, cái chiều nối liền là cái chân lý, hay thiên lý là con đường đi lên, đi thẳng lên. Cho nên ông trời đó, ông bây giờ nghĩ đó, cái đây nó phải đi đâu. Cái đó thì gọi là ông thổ địa. Nhưng mà mình mà làm cho ông thổ địa với ông trời thương được đó là gọi là một con đường thẳng, đường thẳng thẳng là cái đường thẳng đó. Mình làm công kẹo với ông không khoái rồi. Tại mình muốn lên trời làm chuyện thẳng. Nhưng bây giờ đó, cái vụ này có này, bây giờ đó là cái đường thẳng là cái đường lên này. Nhưng mà cái đường ngang đó là cái đường gì? Cái đường ngang là cái đường đất này. Là cái đường đó mình gọi là cái đường của người đi. Bởi vì sao vậy? Bởi vì chỉ con người đến với mặt đất thôi, mình nối liền con người nối liền với mặt đất thôi. Nó nối liền con người ở trên trụ, trên đâu trên cao thôi. Còn nối liền con người với mặt đất thôi. Cho nên mình chạy cái hàng ngang là chạy cái hàng nối liền với chúng sanh. Con đường đó đó, nối liền con đường người đi. Con đường cái này là trí huệ, người đi dưới này đó. Cho nên khi mà các bác mà con đường này làm không làm đường này không được. Và do đó tại sao con rồng nó kinh khiếp thì nó bắt bác phải thay đổi quan điểm là quan điểm phải có cái tình thương đó. Thật ra con rồng nó mình cứ nghĩ là con rồng nó mạnh dữ lắm. Thì bác có biết là nó phá gì? Nó phá và ở đi cái ngọn núi mà tu di có biết là cái ngọn núi mà không có tương đương gì đâu. Có bạn ngã sẽ tương lai được phương tiện thôi. Rồi, ok, let's do it. That's my translation. Okay, so you bend down, up like this, and you exhale to the left. Just inhale to the middle. Okay, stay there, middle, and then exhale to the right side. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, bend a little bit further. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. You need to bend your neck. Cong cái cổ dùm. Các bác cong cái cổ dùm. Cái đường trên thì là nó thẳng. Cong nhưng mà mình nên thấy cái mặt các bác. Okay, you need to have the face out and look up. There. Up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Up, exhale. Up and exhale. Up and down. And now let's go down. Okay, stay right there. Can you stay right there? All right. Okay, look straight here. Okay, some people don't look straight, look down to the ground as if there's money on the ground. No. You look straight down, look straight there. Okay, can you look straight? Straight arms. The upper arm has to be straight. Breathe. Oh, good breathing. No sweating. Up. Okay, kneel down a little bit. Go to the other side. And breathe. Keep your hands straight. Breathe. Look straight. Look straight. Don't look down. Look straight. Very good. Look straight. Up. How do you feel? It's so great, right? And easy, right? So easy. Huh? It's just so easy. Just simple things. No big deal. You are transforming something so incredibly. You have transforming this into this, the righteousness into a loving heart. Righteousness is going like this straight, okay, and loving is going this way. You look this way to the world now, okay. To the other side, look this way to the world. Don't look down. Don't look up. Look like this, okay. The head may be a little bit tilted, but that's okay. Okay, up. All right, let's do 3 times. 3 times. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. How many of you feel pain on the spine? Upper. If you do, you should slow down. Có bao nhiêu bác mà con nói tiếng Anh bác không hiểu không? Để con dịch lại tiếng Việt cho bác nghe. Ok. Có 1-2 bác không có hiểu rõ lắm thì thầy xin nói cho các bác nghe là cái đường này đó là mình có nhìn một cách mình thẳng ra ngoài luôn đó, cái đầu thẳng ra. Bây giờ đó bác nhìn thẳng cái gì thì bác thoát nghèo xuống, bác không nhìn thẳng ra. Mà tại sao mình không làm như vậy bác? Mình làm vậy đó nó gai cái xương sống không bằng. Mình để cái tay phía trên đầu đúng đó. Ok, let's go nha. Thẳng cái bàn chân xuống, thẳng tay lên, nghiêng qua bên trái, thở ra. Ok, look straight, nhìn thẳng, sung sướng. Up, inhale, and down, exhale, and breathe and smile. Thở ra vui vẻ bình dưới đất. Có vài con người nhìn dưới đất là chi vậy. And up. Okay. And bend down. Smile, happy, no sweating, just cool. Up. Inhale and exhale. Very cool. Up. And bend. Okay, look straight. Look straight. Okay, up. The upper hand's always above your head and down. Okay, very good. Excellent. Let's Let's applaud ourselves. Mèo khác mèo tươi. Bây giờ tiếp tục nha. Đức còn được không Đức? Được phải không? Rõ ràng. Rồi bây giờ mình tiếp theo kế tiếp. Cái số 1 đó là xuống, cái số 2 đưa tay qua, cái số 3 đó đưa tay qua đi về, giờ số 4 này. So 1 is the up and down, 2 is like this, and bend over, that's 2. Right? Okay, now we go to number 3. So how do it? Here's how we do. You go down, you bend to the left side, and you use your here. Okay? And you look straight like this, and you cut over, and then spring the back. So how do we learn this? Here how you learn this. Have the hands like this, coming down, going up. You bend over this side here, like this here, and you play with your waist. Can you do this? You place your waist. Keep the 2 feet together, and you play with your waist a little bit. Okay? I know that it's pretty easy. Most of you are pretty good at this scope. So let's try your best. Okay. Mấy bác nào mà nhảy chuyên nghiệp đó thì cái này dễ lắm rồi. Huy thì chuyên nghiệp rồi phải không? Disco chuyên nghiệp rồi. Ủa, không phải là em với cô Vân đi nhảy đi. Cô Vân nhảy dữ lắm, cái mình giờ có đẹp vậy chứ. Okay, ready? Hands up. Sorry, hands up. Palms together. Bend down, straight arm, and to the left. Now, let's play with your waist for me, please. You shake your waist, looking straight there. Okay? Can you play with the waist a little bit? Twisting a little bit. Okay, very good. Now, twist it, and so the hands can move to the right side. Woo! And swing it back. Okay. Okay, sit down, sit down. I know many of you do it wonderfully wrong. Okay, here's how it's supposed to do. Bây giờ các bác xin các bác đừng không kháng nha. Qua cái này nha. Bác nhớ đó, từ lúc nào có một cái cánh tay nào trên cái đầu. Alright? Remember that always one hand above your head. Stick to your ears. So this is how it's supposed to be. You bend your knees, you straighten it up like this. You bend to this side here. See here? This hand here always above my head, regardless of what happened. Okay, and I will twist a little bit here, and I will force my body twisting from here, but not to the hands. Clear and come back. When I come in like this here, I just look over this side here, keep my legs together and look over here. And I think that I can still moving my butt all the way to this way, coming back. All right. So this is only thing that you learn for the next 10 minutes. Sitting there waiting. Then we do one more time. Hands together. You bend down. Go up. You bend. Okay. It had to be this way, like this here. My head over here. I don't want my head to go this way. I have to fall down here and look straight over there. Is my head bent till up or till down? It's okay? And I will cut this way. And I check. I still see this way. I didn't look down, so I think that's good. By doing this, I protect my spine. Okay? And I shrink back. Here. Cut and come back. Can you do that? You cut and then slide back, swing back. Okay, try and do that. Now what happens is this, you are working and strengthening the muscle in the lower back. Your lower back will be very strong, very strong. You need to do it, you take maybe 3 to 5 weeks to do this, to master this movement. And tonight, I don't expect you to be perfect, but I expect you to know the movement, okay? Let's get up. You go this way. Now, if you know, but notice that sometimes you go like this. It comes from down here, up here, going down. Or you go like this. Now, this hand here is supposed to be underneath this hand. Okay? So you need to bend and swing all the way and coming back. And you see that all the strength should be on this here. Just now I did, my weight is over to my toes. Not very good. So I need to lean back a little bit here. Okay? When I say like this, I know I'm doing fine. But if I'm going like this, I know I'm gone. So I make sure that I'm staying on the bottom of my heel here. And I swing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I lose my balance because I lose my weight down there. So the best thing you should learn is go down, so like this, and bend this way here. So when you do turn, you're coming back here. And remember, you cannot turn all the way here without moving this. And therefore, when you want to turn about this degree here, not 90 degree yet, no. Because you're not flexible, so you need to do maybe, say, from here to here, maybe 60 degree. This is 90, then 60. So you learn from here, you cut over around here. So this is what I'm looking at. But not all the way here. You lose balance. And if your head, from my head, go too much over here, I lost balance easy. So if I have my head this way here, I swing from here to here, usually I'm better. So what I like you to do is you stand up, wait. You stand up and try to understand where your weight falls into. Okay, very critical. Here, you stand like this here. You bend your body over here. You drop your head down like this. And you try to do slowly to find where your weight is. Okay, here. Still good. That's good. Okay, this is good. Okay, cái này là một cái nghệ thuật mà mấy cái người mà sáng tác cái này đó họ thông minh cực kỳ, vì họ biết cái dynamics của cái bắp thịt làm sao đó, giống yoga đó, thì họ biết bắp thịt nó làm sao, cho nên khi họ làm họ không có đau. Cái thứ hai nữa đó, họ biết làm đó, mà cái bộ phận đó, nó maximize những cái bắp thịt của mình, nó bình thường đó, nó chưa được kéo maximize, chưa được. Bây giờ khi tập cái này đó thì cái sự giãn co của bắp thịt nó rất là hay, nó làm cho cái xương sống mình có chỗ thở nhiều hơn. Nó theo cái ngôn ngữ của người Taoist là cái xương sống nó có chỗ thở nhiều hơn, vì nó kéo cái bắp thịt nó kéo mà nó không có bị twist, nó không bị rối, thành ra nó giúp cho cái xương sống của mình ghê lắm. Từ sau này từ từ sẽ nói chuyện với bác nghe đó là mình phải giữ thăng bằng, vì cái nghệ thuật này làm sao đạt được thăng bằng. Cho nên cái này là không phải là cái điều mà ngày hôm nay mình làm 3 tuần hay 5 tuần. Where's your weight? Where's your weight? Do you feel your weight? Knees together. All right. Okay. Go forward a little bit. Go back a little bit. Get back straight. Get back straight right there, right now, right here. Good. You know where it is, right? Hands straight. Very good. And then to the left side. Inhale, exhale a few times. You feel good about the weight, yes? And now you swing slowly. Ooh, beautiful. Very good. Oh, the weight still the same? That's good. Swing over and swing back. Okay, good. Very good. All right. I will make you do with your instructor later. Now, let's do this. Okay, bend your knees, hands up. And you bend to your right side. Right side now. Okay, how do you feel? Good? Okay, and swing, coming back. Okay, feel where your weight is. And off balance a little bit. Again, my balance again. Okay, good. Inhale. Okay, I need you to work on this for exact 5 minutes. Alright, 5 minutes. So you get through some of the instructors and then you work together for 5 minutes for me, quick. Xin các bác tập học cái bên lưng này 5 phút. A lot of things on the ground for you to pick up. Now let me assure you, nothing on the ground. California, no go here. Alright, so you remember, let's do together and just sweep your eyes horizontally. Go like this. And don't look down. Go like this straight. Now the hands, as this movement now is not perfect, it's okay. The hand can go a little bit shaky, but it's important is you need to get your head looking straight this way, all the way through to the back. And you want us to make sure the 2 feet together, 2 knees together, and the weight didn't shift too much to the point that you lean forward too much and you lose balance. Okay? So here we go. Hands together. Okay, the knees bend. Now I would advise you just to make sure that the 2 feet is not completely together. It's a little bit further apart, so it gives room for you to twist. Okay? So can you do this? Can you do this for me? Can you do this? No, I didn't shake my shoulders. I just shake my butt. Dạ, chị dám Hương làm đẹp, chị dám Hương làm vậy nè. No, all you have to do is you try to move back in. Keep your knees in one place. Alright? Okay. Các bác cần thì bật nhạc lên không? Đó. Nhạc lên là nó nghe đã lắm nha. Mà con nhảy nhiều. Okay, down. Up. Alright. Very good. Bend to your left. Okay, keep your head straight. Slowly to the right side and swing it back. And if you lose balance, okay. No problem. Okay, let's try to swing one thing at a time. Only moving your hand, swinging your head over and back. Alright, good. Okay, stand up straight. Let's do the other side. You slowly will control the balance, okay? You don't want to do it now. Not yet. Not yet. Bend down. Hand straight up. Bend to the right side. Swing. And back. Swing. And back. Swing. And back. Swing. And back. Swing. Very good. Okay. And no sweat. No sweat. You can do the whole thing. Now let's learn the next move. The next move is this. You bend down. You bend your head from one side. You try to turn over the other side here. And you turn around. Okay, and you turn back here. You turn around. Look straight. And you turn over. You look around. You turn back. And you look around. You look, I'm sorry, don't look around. You look straight back. Straight. Okay? You turn. You look. Can you do that? Okay? Don't worry about right and wrong. Let's do it for me. Okay? The reward of this is very, very incredible. Why? Because you are changing the spine yourself. It's changing the spine. If your spine has problems, you're changing it. And you open up even the blood flow, the meridians, and you open up, the most important thing is all the joints. And you know that when you get old, the joints is deteriorating. Okay, according to Taoist, the reason why people are going to be living very long, one is the critical part of longevity is not about good eating, but about keeping the spine very healthy. Now, I'm a Taoist. Now, I have seen and read so many of this thinking about longevity, but they're talking about good food or lifestyle. But they're talking about the spine. Now, my grandmaster lived 150-something years old. And by the way, he's still living. He's not dead, still living. But personally, I have no connection with him. He's just a grandmaster. So, living in China, in obscurity, meaning people can reach him, know who this guy. But he's still alive. And the very important thing is you have to keep your spine very much lively and young and healthy. And to do this exercise here is a little stressful. So if you do it correctly, like what I just taught you, then you can build your health slowly. Don't rush yourself. Now, the very important thing when you drop your head like this, you make sure that this thing here is really letting go. Okay? So you don't try to harden the muscle here. No, try to relax when you do this. Okay? Now let's do it again. Let's go. Bend down. Bend your knees a little bit here. You bend to the left side. Okay, you swing to the right side. Return. Okay, you swing back to the left side. Look back there. Return. Look to the front. You swing to the back. Return to the front. Swing to the back. Turn the head to the front. And swing to the right side. Okay, don't look down. Don't swing it down. Okay. Okay, very good. And inhale and exhale. Now we do the hands. Okay. And we just one by one, step by step. Okay. Các bác hiểu không các bác? Mấy cái vụ này đó, nó từ từ làm cái gì đó, không nên làm gấp, mà không nên làm gấp quá. Bác nhất là 26 tuổi rồi đó. Nhưng bác có thể sống được 182 tuổi. Nếu bác làm con rồng ngon lành. Thành ra đó, cái vấn đề xảy ra là mình nên làm từ từ. Thì chúng ta nói là cái bí mật của cái sống lâu đó không phải là ăn uống này nọ mà thôi đâu, không có đâu, có cái nữa. Là theo như là ông tổ sư của thầy đó, là ông nói là cái xương sống nó phải rất là ngọt mục, rất là hay, rất là trẻ. Cái ông mà ngài Hư Vân là ông sư phụ của ngài Tiêu Hóa đó, ông Hư Vân ông sống có trẻ 120 tuổi thôi, sống 120 tuổi thôi. Nhưng mà cái người mà đương thời với ông Hư Vân đó cũng là tổ sư của thầy mình dạy từ Taoist đó, thì bây giờ ông sống 150 mấy tuổi, 160 tuổi, cũng còn sống như thường, không tiếp khách. Ông ngồi trên cọc, ông ngồi liên tục. Mà ông đi ra ngoài đường đó, thì ông trẻ anh này chút xíu. Anh này các bác có nhìn ra nữa không? Trẻ hơn chút thôi, không nhiều lắm, không sai. Mà không có da dẻ, nó hồng hào lắm nha. Ông ăn có một ngày có một bữa thôi, nửa bữa thôi, không tới bữa thôi, chút xíu. Nhưng mà cái xương sống rất là flexible. Ông là cái người có cái câu nói hay lắm, ông nói mắt của tao bỏ lên tường nữa nha, có đệ tử mà nói cái gì là mắt của tao thấy hết trơn. Mà ông có cái thần thông đó là nói cái gì là ông mắt thấy hết trơn. Ông ra ông kêu đầu nói cái điều này nên nói con thì ông tổ sư thì nói các bác nghe này, cái bí mật đó là làm sao mấy cái độ xương sống đó, nó dẻo, nó mềm, mạch duyên, kinh mạch nó chạy đều ở trong cái xương sống đó. Sống rất là trẻ, không có dài, sống nó thoái hóa. Nhưng mà bây giờ mình không muốn nó thoái hóa, bây giờ làm thế nào? Tay chắp lại với xuống, để luôn, arms up, mình gãy đôi cái này xíu này. Alright, and slowly swing to the right side and turn. Turn your head and turn your head as well. And then swing back to the left side and turn to the right side. And turn, back, and turn, right, left, turn, swing, and turn. Alright. Thầy biết cái bác sòn đầu rồi, đúng không? Tại sao thầy biết? Bởi thầy cũng sòn đầu rồi. Rồi. Can you do this? It's good or it's easy or not? Not easy. Not easy. So try to do it slowly, okay? If you know how to go with your breath, it's much easier. So here's how we do it. Let's do it together. Okay, you bend, go straight, bend to the left side. All right, and then now swing. Inhale, turn, exhale. No, exhale. Stay right there. And inhale, turn, exhale. Inhale, turn, exhale. Inhale, turn, exhale. Okay, good. Very good. Tai Chi is a body language. It is a very profound body language. Seemingly, it is just like any movement, but if you analyze it, you know it was designed with the transformational idea itself. If you want to transform ourselves, our body, and our mind. Now, let me take you to the next move. You go like this, right? You go like this, you bend your knees. Okay, knees together. You bring it up here. You first bend one, and you bend two. Okay? And then you cut over. You swing, you cut over, and you turn. You cut over, and you turn, and you drop your hands. As you drop your hands, you look over here. You look up here. It's okay. You look from here all the way up here. So let me just try to you again. You swing the path of compassion both ways, and you drop everything. So the hands drop, the shoulder drop, and you look over from here. You look, depending on how flexible you can be. You can look right here, or up here. All right? But the novelty is now you have combined the vertical and the horizontal line into one line. As soon as you combine one, you let go. You drop, you let go. It's very profound if you can do that. And the hands look like cutting down, the chop down, but actually it's not. We always do the chopping, but actually it's a let go. Let me do it again for you, one more time. Here. So you go like this, you bend, hands up, and you swing to the left side, to the right side, and then swing over here, you turn, cut it back over here, and you drop. Okay? But instead of dropping, we can't turn this way, we keep the hands like this. So it look beautiful. And ready for the next one. Understand? So, but the movement is about dropping and look. So you can look from here, here, up to here. But in any case, keep your knees together. Alright, understand? Yeah. In other words, when you go to the path of, this is the path of wisdom, you point up here, this is the path of wisdom. And then you come to the path of compassion, and you go from here to here, it means two things. You have to imagine that this is the dragon, here the mountain, the dragon is inside the mountain. Okay, in case you don't see the mouth, the dragon is going to eyes, the mouth here. This is one leg, maybe two legs, 3, 4 legs here. Here is the tail. So the dragon tries to destroy this part here, destroy that part of the mountain, but it was crushed under the mountain. And now it is trying to weaken itself and destroy the mountain, make more space for it to fly up. So in this way here, it destroys both sides. But in which way? Use compassion to destroy ignorance. Or we say, when we want to change ourselves, we don't change much until we have real heart of love. When we don't have much real love, we don't have much change. Love is something so difficult to have when you still have hate and love, possessive love, jealousy and enmity, hatred and hatred and hatred. It's very difficult for you to have compassion. Compassion is a mode that transcends hate, enmity, anger, loving, all that, transcending. So what happens is you are transforming from this wisdom here in order to destroy what is really the mountain. And that mountain is what we call the ego. And this ego here is really built upon the ignorance. And this ignorance is nothing more than the kind of base anger and desire and hatred and all that emotion. So instead of just using wisdom, the dragon or you yourself have to combine with compassion. And when you have compassion, suddenly this mountain of ignorance will be destroyed. Okay? As soon as it be destroyed, you know what happened? You let go. So the motion is you let go. Okay? And you start a whole new cycle of dancing drain, and you let go. But the whole idea is about you make flexible this spine here. So you can go from wisdom into compassion, and then from compassion back into wisdom. The interchanging between wisdom and compassion, and the interfusing of these two elements is what makes the dragon most super. In other words, in real life, if you want to overturn the mountain of what we call habitual ego, habitual meaning habitual energy, from which the ego is built, even destroying the habitual energy from which ego is built, you have to do one thing: combine wisdom and compassion. Go this way and go this way. The integration of the two lines, or the integration of two more. One, your head is so clear about the principle of the truth, but your heart is so embracing, so encompassing. This heart of compassion. If you have to have both of them, then you can be free from the habitual ego. The ego always propelled by its own habits. For example, let me make it less philosophical, because I know that you are fanning yourself, you're looking up at the ceiling. Okay, here, now you should understand this. That we are always motivated by certain kind of habit, prejudice, or understanding somewhere in the background. You don't see it much. It's sort of low behind and below the ground. It's what we call the subconscious. Okay? But now, as you learn to flex your spine, change the direction of viewing from straight here into horizontal, you change the way that you look at things. When you look at things, you change the whole way of being, meaning being within this habitual energy or the subconscious energy. Suddenly you realize something new. You release yourself from those things, from old habits. So the dragon is designed to create a new life, completely new life. So after you do the dragon, maybe 2 years or 3 years, you have a whole new spine. Your spine is much different from the spine 3 years ago. And you have a whole new life. In other words, you build your hardware. You change your hardware. Because the spine is the most difficult to change. But you can change it. You stay young, you stay healthy, you stay optimistic, and for sure, you stay with strength. Okay? You can stand straight. And you can stand up against all kind of forces. con rồng nó có cái này là cái đường này là cái đường trí này, cái đường này, cái đường bi, cái tức là cái xương sống mình nó bắt đầu nó thay đổi cái đường, hai cái đường này. Và các bác thấy khi người ta ngồi thiền đó, cái năng lượng nó đi thẳng lên đó thì người ta phát sinh ra cái trí huệ. Nên tại sao mà cái năng lượng đi từ dưới luôn sao 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thẳng lên luôn, những người trí huệ. Nhưng mà muốn phát triển cái con đường từ bi đó không phải vậy. Cái năng lượng ở chỗ này nè, nó lan tỏa thành những cái vòng tròn đồng tâm này, nó đi lan tỏa ra, đó là đường từ bi. Nên hai cái đó khác nhau nha, cái năng lượng nó chạy lên và nó chạy ngang nó khác nhau, hai cái đó nó khác nhau hoàn toàn đó. Nên bác mà tu đó mà chỉ ngồi thiền thôi đó thì chưa chắc là bác ngồi thiền đúng. Vì sao vậy? Vì ngồi thiền nhưng mà nhiều khi bác không phát triển được cái năng lượng đi lên nha, nó không thẳng lên nha, vì nó trú tầm chỗ mà nó làm chuyện gì đâu, nó thả lỏng lên, nó không phát triển cái trí huệ. Cái trí huệ nó siêu thoát đó, nó cần cái năng lượng đi với nhau, vì cái thân với cái tâm đi với nhau. Mà nếu mà có cái giác ngộ cao siêu đó thì cần cái năng lượng dưới này, mà cái năng lượng này nó đi thẳng lên đây nè. Và cũng vậy, nếu bác muốn thành Bồ Tát đó, có cái năng lượng chạy hàng ngang đó, tức là cái vòng tròn đồng tâm chạy hàng ngang nó được hai cái đó vô với nhau. Nên cái thân thể đó, mà không có tu là không có cách gì mà có được cái tâm linh nó cao được, nó dứt khoát. Nên bác mà chỉ nghĩa là đọc kinh niệm Phật như vậy, chơi vậy thôi thì vĩnh viễn không có tới đâu hết trơn, dứt khoát. Vì sao vậy? Không có cái thân, không có thân sao có cái tâm linh nó cao được, tâm linh cái thân có nội lực nó mạnh mới được. Bây giờ tiếp tục ví dụ này các bác nghe này. Bây giờ cái con rồng này đó là sao? Nó chém cái gì? Nó chém từ bên này nó chém qua thì mình nhìn cái chém. Thật sự ra đó là nó muốn nói cái đường từ bi qua bên này và trở lại bên đây. Mà con đường trí huệ là hợp nhất, nó có hai cái hợp nhất nha. Cho nên là mình để cái bên này nó hợp nhất mới được này. Còn đi qua này, từ bi trí huệ nó hợp nhất, nó đi như vậy bao, nó đi qua bên này, rồi nó mở lại bên này, nó không buông tay ra nha. Bắt buông ra là không hợp nhất rồi, là mất cái trí rồi. Có bi mà không có trí rồi, cho nên hai cái bi hợp nhất với nhau. Cho nên nó phải chặt bên này, nắm chặt bên này, chạy qua bên này, ra bên này, chạy này bên này, nó phải giữ với nhau. Có hiểu thế không? Tay không buông được. Cho nên lúc mình chặt xuống đó thì thật sự đó mình nói là chém qua, chém về, rồi chặt xuống. Thật sự ra mình nói cho nó vui, nó dễ hiểu. Thật sự ra là mình buông xả xuống, rồi xong rồi mình buông nó xuống. Nhưng mà buông xuống thì nó vẫn trí với biểu, cái trí huệ hợp với âm dương vẫn còn như một. Thế là mình chưa có bỏ ra. Cho nên cái sự buông xả đó nó là sự buông xả của trí huệ. Thế nếu mà buông xả vậy thì là buông xả mà không có trí huệ rồi, có thấy không? Là cái buông xả nó xuống vậy nè. Đấy, thả xuống thì mình nhìn cái đầu từ đây này, nhìn từ đây này, đây, khúc này, có nào cũng được hết trơn. Đấy, hiểu không? Thì bây giờ con rồng đó là nó phá cái núi đó là cái gì? Là cái núi mà tập khí, cái núi có tập khí tạo ra cái bản ngã, tập khí mà tạo ra cái bản ngã là cái núi này. Thì cái núi này đó nó sâu lắm, nó tầm thiền tức không thấy. Thì bây giờ tại sao mà mình phải đúng cái chân xuống là bởi vì mình xuống tới phần thiền tức tốc, mình muốn quay nó, cái sao nó quay qua quay về nè, bởi vì cái sao nó không quay đó, là mình không có thay đổi cuộc sống đâu. Mà thưa các bác, cái chuyện này khá đặc biệt là nếu các bác đó mà tập 3 năm đó thì cái xương sống nó thay cái xương sống mới đó nha. Ý thì nói là nó thay cái sống mới, hay là bác đi thay cái mới, mà nghĩa là cái xương sống đó nó mềm, nó dẻo, nó ngon lành như là xương sống mới vậy đó. 3 năm không cách gì mà trả lại hơn được 3 năm. 3 năm tối thiểu 3 năm đó. Ví dụ như là bác Lô bác làm lần thì đó là 6 năm. Mà nếu bác cuộc học một ngày đó thì 18 năm. Một ngày Lô làm lần, một lần làm 4 lần thì nó rút ngắn lại cũng 3 năm. Hand straight up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the other side. Okay, now cut and turn. Look straight ahead, look straight in there. Okay, and swing. Turn. And you drop your hands down a little bit and look to the back. Okay, good. Now, I'd like you to sit down just a second so you can look at me one more time. No, it's okay. It's okay. Sit down. Bởi vì các bạn không biết là thầy frustrating cái memory của bác. Cái bác nhớ nó mau. Thì bác đứng lên ngồi xuống vậy đó. Thật sự là cái mình làm đó là thầy muốn đây cái psychological game để cho bác nhớ nó nhiều sâu. Đứng hồi không có, bác ngồi xuống tức quá, muốn làm đó. Tôi làm, không cho. Thành ra bác sẽ nhớ nhiều hơn. Đứng lên bác qua nha. Xuống gì lên này gì? Qua bên này chút xíu đúng không? Qua bên này chút xíu này. Và thầy cố ý mà làm sao thầy biết là thầy chạy tầm bậy thôi. Rồi xong rồi sao bác? Thầy lắc qua cái rồi thầy lắc bên này về này. Hơi mất thăng bằng một chút. Giữ thăng bằng một xíu. Thầy lắc lại này. Thầy bỏ tay nó xuống. Có thấy không bác? Tức là thầy không có cái gì mà chặt xuống hết trơn. Là bên này này, bác qua bên này này. Xuống này bác qua này xuống này. Ok. Bây giờ làm lại một lần nữa này. Ok. Rồi chưa? Xuống. Trở lên ha. Ok. And to the left. To the right. I to look straight. And I swing over. So that's straight here. Here. Swing back. Here. And I drop my hands. I look up back this way. I can look this way too, but this is how much I want to look. So I don't go like this. So we should stop doing this. Okay? We should from here, we drop the hands and look back this way. Can you remember that? Okay, let's get up and we do a few. Let's do each set like this. We do 5 sets like this. 5 sets. Okay. Okay. Come together. Bend your knees, hands up. To your left. To your right. Swing. Turn. Swing back. And drop hands. Very good. And up. 1. Together. Up. No, sorry. Hands together. Kneel. Hands up. To the left. To the right. Okay. Cut. Turn. Cut back. Turn. And drop hands. Look to the back. Okay? If you do like this to like me like this, you are correct. Alright, stand up. Hands together. Bend down. Hands straight. To the left. To the right. And cut over. Swing over. Wait a minute. When you swing over, remember to look straight back there. Let's do it one more time. Hands together, bend, and straight, over, swing, turn, swing, turn, and drop hands. Okay, stand up. I'm losing my balance. Okay, together, bend, and hands up, left, bend left, then right, swing, turn, swing, turn, and drop hands, look to the back. All right, good. 3, now 2 more times to go. Hands together, bend down, hands straight, bend, cut, turn head, swing back, turn head, drop hands down, and look to the back. Fall. Hand together, bend down, and straight, bend left, bend right, and swing, turn, swing back, turn and drop hands and look to the back. Very good. I hold my thing here, start this way here. I bend, okay? So use the ball back here. Here what I want to do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep it back straight. Your head straight. Can do this only. Okay? Can you do this? Okay, get over. Each of you do. There is a way that you can harness the heat in the dantian. And it's just a very simple principle. When you hold a magnifying glass on the sun, if you move the hand like this, there is no way the heat will form. Okay, the heat and the flame will come out from a very intense focus under the sunlight. So what you should do is, you should know exactly where you focus on. You use your mind to focus on that point. So I like to do this simple thing. You have your hands taken in and touching the navel. Okay? Touching the navel. You know exactly where the navel is. Exact location of the navel is. Alright? Okay? If you don't touch your navel, maybe you don't know where it is. You know exactly where it is. Okay? Because you didn't realize that when you close your eyes, everything's the same. Everywhere in the body is the same. You cannot distinguish where's the navel and where's not the navel. So you put your finger here, touching the navel. Okay, only the navel. Don't touch anywhere else. Alright? Okay. I touch it and I have that feeling right there. I know it's right here. Okay, so now you put your hands like this, relax. And you breathe into the place you just touched. Bây giờ đó, các bác chú ý vào cái đan điền, cái lỗ đúng đó thì bác làm như thế nào? Khi hiện thì cái lúc mà để ngoài ánh nắng đó, thì đừng có động đại gì hơn đó, thì cái ánh nắng đó, thì nó mới hội tụ được vào cái điểm và nó mới phát ra cái tia lửa được. Bây giờ đó bác chú ý cái điểm nó là gì? Là cái lỗ đúng. Thì bác phải rờ tay xuống, tay nó đụng nữa mới biết được đúng. Kế đó đó. Cái đó đó, rồi nắm lên đây nha. Thì bác thở chậm chậm vào cái chỗ mà bác vừa mới đụng đó. You breathe very slowly in and out, as if you take the energy from the breathing all the way down. Okay, open your palms. Relax and exhale to the mouth. Is there any heat from the dantian navel? You shine it up to your breath and exhale out. You say that let's say when you exhale, you say, I send this one breath together with the warmest regards and love and care for all the beings who are in need of them. Thở ra bằng miệng và nhẹ thôi. Mình nói rằng là mình gửi gắm cái sự ấm áp của mình đi theo cái hơi thở ấm áp này tới tất cả chúng sanh. Và cái ấm áp này cũng là cái tình thương mà tôi xin gửi đến những người có duyên với tôi. Cắt tay lại. Palms together. Inhale to the heart. And you slowly bow down. Okay, thank you everyone. Let me speak for 1/2 a second here and you can go home. And that is, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to feel the heat. Because even you focus 5 minutes. It became a little more time. But if you focus on it, for sure you will have the heat energy. If you had the heat energy there, what do you do next? You channel it to the back of your spine and swing it up to the top of your head and drop it down. Make sure you curl your tongue. When it circulates like this, every time going up, the heat rise. Every time you drop down, it cool down. You circulate it for a little bit until it listens to you and go in the circle, then you'll be in good shape. And the last thing you do, after it goes for a while, you realize it. The more you go back here, the more it's cool. And it stay cool. Even if it's warm, but when it stay cool, meaning it doesn't get the heat. And once you're up, stay very warm and stay right there. But no coldness, no cool, no coldness. It's only warm. Okay? So the first thing you do in the next 3 or 4 weeks, try your very best. Hopefully by June, this part will be heated. And you need to do maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day. Because it cannot come very fast in 1 or 2 minutes. And then you're an expert. Otherwise, it take you 50 minutes. So some people take you half an hour. Let me tell you why. If your body has so many attraction, meaning coldness, that take away the heat. If you have a very cold body, a very cold place here, it's hard to feel the heat. Okay? And so, in order to have a heat here, maybe you should stop drinking so much cold drinks, like Coca-Cola and Pop and all that. Reduce the amount of distraction in your body. Because if you eat so many kind of confused food, eat so many times in a day, it's very confusing. It's not going to happen to you very much. So try to eat maybe 3 times a day, or 4 times a day, depends. But eat at regular time. Okay? And very much important that together with the breathing here, try to relax the body. And the best thing is to do the waist rotation, to rotate your waist. That's very helpful because it's open up your bell meridian and it's helping you to focus the energy here faster. Last thing, besides food, exercise, regular eating, diet, there is one more thing very important for down here and to need to come up here is less thinking about yourself. The more you're thinking about yourself, the more this part here is very hard to open up and the heat can come in there. Less thinking about yourself, meaning think a little bit about other people. Take a little bit time if it's okay. Okay. Think about how you have people, how you make people smile, how you make people be happy around you, blah, blah, blah. Do that. Now, why this heat is so important? Because the heat, the energy, when it circulates, it supplies the energy throughout the body and makes your body become very positive, very young. When the body becomes very young, positive, emotionally you become very optimistic, open, and giving. If you have so many negative thoughts and always thinking about people, mistake and fault, and always talking about God, good and bad, all that, you know what happens? Your body closed and very cold. Your hands can be very warm. The feet can be very warm, and this part can be very warm. So if you understand that, then you build a new life. It's very critical because you should think about having a new body and a new life. From the inside out, from the hardware. Don't just thinking about the software. Thinking about changing your hardware, because the hardware is the hardware, not the software. Alright? So I hope you have a great night, good sleep tonight, no sweat tonight. Alright. Okay, we ask that you stay for 1 minute. We pray for Jason, who has the psoriasis and have created really a pain in his body for a long time. Only 12 years old, he's a kid. Okay, problem. Thank you, Anmai, for reminding me. Let's do this.